I think we got to talk about this, bro. We
We
got to
gotta talk
talk
about
about this.
this. No,
We got to talk about this.
there's no way around it. There's no way around it.
There's no. All right, I'll leave with this. I'll leave with this. Now we mentioned that the Dorian Finney-Smith was essentially given a 4-year contract by the Houston Rockets, but the kicker there is the third year was unguaranteed, meaning
Right.
the Rockets can essentially waive Dorian Finney-Smith on year 3 and lose nothing really. If but that's when he's 34.
Mm.
Now the reports were on from Lakerland was that they were unwilling to give him more years in his contract.
Mm.
I think that's BS. You know why? Because we all know this team is lacking a center. But how are this team also doesn't have any cap space. They don't have the only tool they have to sign a center would be the taxpayer mid-level extension. You know how much that's worth? That's worth $5 million. You're not gonna sign a center for $5 million. Okay?
Nope.
A quality center. You're not gonna sign one. Okay. The
Nope.
veteran minimum is, I believe, $2 million. So you can't expect to find a collector's item from a bargain bin.
No.
If you do, it's a rare occurrence,
It's rare. Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
can find some gold in a dollar store every
Yeah.
once in a while.
Mm.
You can find gold in a Ross every once in a while.
Yeah.
But you can't expect to hit on it every time, and that's what Laker fans were expecting out of this front office. That's impossible, man. That's never
No.
gonna. It's
No.
not gonna happen. What the Lakers needed was the use of the non-taxpayer mid-level exception, the biannual exception. As a result of that, now there were only two things. There were only two scenarios where the Lakers would have access to the non-taxpayer mid-level
Mhm.
exception.
Right.
Either let Dorian Finney-Smith walk,
Mm-hmm.
or LeBron James opts out and signs for $15 million less than what he's getting.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know we're the first domino that fell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read the statement to you.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna read this statement. So LeBron James essentially picked up his player option for $52.6 million,
Right.
which is kind of expected, man. Who turns down $52 million
Yeah.
at age 40, right?
Right.
LeBron James is a billionaire. Who cares? But more $52 million is $52 million, right? Now, I don't have a problem with this, and I'm sure you don't have a problem with this.
Mm-hmm.
My problem here is Rich Paul. What Rich Paul said after he said it.
Uh-huh.
Okay? What Rich Paul said after LeBron opted in. And I quote, LeBron wants to compete for a championship. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that. But he values a realistic chance of winning it all. We are very appreciative of the partnership that we've had for 8 years with Jeannie and Rob, and consider the Lakers as a critical part of his career. We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career. He wants to make every season he has left count, and the Lakers understand that, are supportive, and want what's best for him. Like, what? Bro, really? Why? Why are you saying this? Do you even need to say this? What do you think?
Yeah.
I mean, why are you saying this is we're in this cycle of LeBron once more.
Yeah.
Where
It's, yeah.
it's a cycle of LeBron. Opts out, he does something weird in the offseason, right? That shows he's unhappy, quote unquote. During the season, he looks happy, blah, blah, blah. He plays well, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then around trade deadline, that's when the noise picks up.
Yeah.
It reaches a fever pitch, and it culminates into a big move or
Right.
not a move at all. And then the playoffs come, they lose, and there's an excuse somewhere
There's an
there.
excuse somewhere.
And
Yeah.
the cycle starts all over again. We all know what happened in that Minnesota series. He was
Yep.
blaming injuries. He blamed injuries. He blamed the roster. And now
He blamed the roster. He blamed injuries. While not showing up in the fourth quarter. Like,
What
it's
is that?
It's
What
just
is that?
yeah.
we are the start of LeBron craziness season again. And now
Yeah.
we all knew he was gonna opt in, and now everyone is talking about him getting traded and so on and so forth.
Right. Yeah.
But come on, if you want to get traded to, if you want to win a championship, if you want the best chance to win a championship, bro, why not? Why just opt in? Why
Yeah.
not just ask for a trade or just opt out? Do
Yeah.
something about it,
Opt out of your contract. You know.
right? What's LeBron? What's wrong, man?
Yeah.
Why can't LeBron formally ask for a trade like every other normal NBA player?
Yeah.
Why do we got to go through all this every year? Look, we're fans of LeBron here. We're don't get us twisted, right? I love LeBron as a player.
Yeah.
I think LeBron again only below Jordan. He's the second greatest player in basketball history. But bro, this drama is just too much right now. It's just
I love what he does on the court. I can't stand what he does off of it.
I totally agree. It's
Yeah.
horrible. It's unprecedented, and it's just something that's annoying to watch as a fan.
Right.
You want to root for the guy, right? You want to root for
Yeah. Yeah.
LBJ. He's got a great nickname,
Yeah.
man. He's got great nicknames.
Mhm.
But it's just hard to root for this guy when he keeps doing all this shit.
Yeah.
If he wants to compete, then he should have either taken a pay cut, right? So the Lakers could have kept Dorian Finney-Smith and still added DeAndre Ayton and Jake LaRavia.
Yeah.
He could have had that if he just took a 15 million pay cut, but he didn't.
He didn't. No.
And now he's throwing everyone under the bus again and just squirming.
Right.
He wants another stacked team to compete.
Yeah.
What I can't with this man anymore. I can't. And now this article came out from Brian Windhurst and Ramona Shelburne of ESPN. Do you have it? Do you want to run through these bullet points real quick, because this is just
This is the
crazy.
one that came out today, right?
Yeah, this is one that came out today.
Yeah.
So
Ramona
just the background here.
Yeah. All right.
There's in the aftermath of what this statement has done. All of this news, I don't even know if they're legit, but all of this came out. Okay, so apparently he was pissed that he didn't get formal notice that AD was getting traded.
Right.
Like bro, you guys are friends. You guys
Yeah.
seem to share the same agent.
Yeah.
If they gave him notice, then Anthony Davis would have known as well, and everyone would have made noise. Luka
Right.
wouldn't have been a Laker if they told you this,
Yeah.
right? And
He would-
there
I
was
don't- I don't think-
there's
I
thing
don't
with
think
ownership too, right?
Yeah. I don't think if Rob talked to LeBron before pulling the trigger on the Luka trade, I don't think Luka would have been a Laker.
No, it's not gonna happen,
It wouldn't
right? It would have
happen.
leaked somehow. He would
Yeah.
have put out a statement, put out a
Yeah.
tweet. I don't know, did something, posted on Instagram about AD leaving, and it was gone. That was it.
Yeah.
The whole NBA would have come crashing down,
Yep.
and that trade wouldn't happen. But there's a lot more that happened apparently behind the scenes, if we believe this article.
Right.
So it says that he was hurt, that they were asking for a center for years. But then when Luca first came, they made a move to try to get Mark Williams.
Right.
They were hurt. I'm like, okay. All right. Look, why would it's the thing that with LeBron and Clutch is Clutch plays it close to the chest. They don't tell
Yeah.
you what their plans are,
No.
right? They want to extract maximum leverage out of each situation.
And
So they come out
here's the issue too, man. You guys had a center when we won the bubble ring. We had Dwight Howard.
Mm.
We had JaVale McGee during the bubble. We had a center. AD was playing the 4. AD was at his most comfortable in the 2019-2020 season. And we let all that go.
Mm.
We had solid rim protection with Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. Traded that away the following year. We got Mark Gasol. No disrespect to Mark Gasol. Love the guy. Love his game. But he ain't a rim protector.
Mm.
He's not that, that physical or that, He's not someone who you'd be scared to drive towards the basket because he's waiting there. So we had our center. You guys gave it up.
And let's not forget what the reason for that is. Do you want to tell us what that reason was? Why the roster is so bad right now?
The Russell Westbrook trade.
The Russell Westbrook trade. And who forced that trade in the first place?
LeBron.
LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Yes.
This is your doing, LeBron. You caused this. All right? They had a deal for Buddy Hield, which only would have cost you Kyle Kuzma and Montrezl Harrell. Instead, you wanted Russell Westbrook, who cost you KCP, Alex Caruso as a collateral.
Yeah.
And Kuz as well.
Yeah.
You lost 3 rotational players and a lot of assets just because you wanted another stacked team. Because you lost to the Suns and you feel you need more help. This is where we're at every year with this LeBron
every single year, man.
Circus.
Yeah.
I am personally tired of it, right? I don't want LeBron gone. Okay?
Yeah.
But this has to stop somehow. And I'm glad that the Lakers are putting their foot down. And look, apparently he was pissed that he wasn't given notice that the team was being sold as well. Okay. I mean, I can get why he would be a little bit frustrated with that, but here's the thing, man. He's not the number 1 guy anymore. I think this is why he's pissed.
Yeah.
He's lost leverage now with the team.
He lost leverage. That's exactly what's happening.
They're just not giving him a lot of love right now.
They're whining and dining Luka, while kind of putting him in the fringes.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the scene in Toy Story. Where Andy got a Buzz Lightyear doll and he just dropped Woody on the floor and Woody was so sad. This is that. This is what that is, man. It's just what it is. And I think it's because LeBron has a history of just keeping teams holding teams hostage every year. And the Lakers said, "You know what?
We're not putting up with this. Yeah.
We can't do this anymore. This is new ownership." Right? We're rich now, right?
Yeah,
we don't need
ownership too, yeah.
You're old. Why don't you tell us your plans? And apparently he was pissed that they didn't give him an extension. Huh? You got Rich Paul talking to Dave McMenamin that LeBron didn't even ask for an extension. He was expected that they would give it to him, and he was hurt when they didn't. What's this, man? Is this high school, bro? Is this high school? Is this what it is?
You a prima donna, man.
Bro, look, I get it. I think he's used to being the center of attention for 23
absolutely.
years. And
he was 22 years, he was the center of attention.
But deservingly so, of course, right? He's one of he's a great.
Yeah.
But, I mean, bro, LeBron, you just got to eat this up, bro, because this is done. Either you ask for a trade, do what you're afraid to do and ask for a trade, because I'm sure he doesn't want to I'm sure he doesn't want his legacy ending up like KD's.
Right.
Where he's going to be looked at as a ring chaser when he kind of is anyway.
Yeah, kind of really.
Wait, sorry. He doesn't care about rings, bro. He doesn't care about rings. Let's not talk about it.
Ring culture is bullshit.
He doesn't care about that.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to be looked at like Kevin Durant, who asks for trade, who forces trades.
Forces the hand on trades. Yeah.
Because that's the leg that LeBron fans can stand on. That he always finishes contracts. He never asks for trades. Without realizing that, number one, he opted out of his initial Cleveland deal to go to Miami.
Right.
Number two, he opted out of that 6-year Miami deal in year 4. He left 2 years on the table to move back to Cleveland.
Right.
And he opted out of that deal every year to sign 1+1s in Cleveland.
Right.
The narrative of LeBron James not finishing contracts needs to be stopped.
Yeah.
Because he has opted out of multiple contracts,
he has opted
guys.
out multiple times.
All right?
Yes.
Stick. That's his leverage right there. But look, I do hope that LeBron stays on the team. I think the best chance of this team winning is him on the team.
Right.
But I honestly think that for LeBron's sake, I hope he retires soon. We did predict that he was going to retire this year. and I don't think we've heard any retirement talk just yet.
Right.
I would expect an announcement when he does announce it, but bro, we might be wrong in this. I don't think we might be wrong. I think he
Oh
might be
yeah,
playing
yeah.
one more year after this. If he
And
doesn't, I don't think.
were those like what was this like? What were these like posts that that are showing up on LeBron's social media? Where like again, remember like you and it's also on the article. You mentioned we mentioned multiple times here in this podcast that nothing LeBron does is coincidental.
Of course not. Yeah,
Everything LeBron does is properly curated. So
100%.
what about these? What about these things that are coming up in the article? Where like on the 4th of July, and I'm gonna quote the ESPN article. He reposted a photo of Lakers team broadcaster Ali Clifton wearing a Cavaliers jersey with the comment "proper attire." Right, and 2 days earlier, posting a video of himself playing golf wearing a hat that says "Welcome home."
If lucky if
Like,
he wants to go
what's
back
up
to
with that?
Cleveland, if he wants to go back to Cleveland, be our guest.
It's gonna be a
But
great story, honestly.
right,
Yeah,
but LeBron, you gotta ask for a trade. It's
yeah,
not the Lakers shouldn't be just acquiescing to your
right.
passive aggressive jab.
Yeah,
That's that time has passed, right? The
yeah,
moment they got Luca, bro, your leverage is shot. Okay,
yeah.
and speaking of Luca, he can sign his extension on the 2nd of August, and once that's done, all the leverage that LeBron has on his team is
Hmm.
gone.
It might also take some time because he's in Slovenia. He's playing the Eurobasket too.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure they talked about this. The article says that they did talk, and
Right.
they did talk already after the season though. So this is planned,
Hmm.
and I'm pretty sure that the Aiton stuff, all the signing stuff, he already knows, right? Because number one,
Yeah.
He shares the same Aiton with he shares the same agent with DeAndre Ayton.
Right.
So they knew this move was coming. I
Oh,
wouldn't be surprised if they forced this move. I wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised if the Lakers knew that Aiton was gonna ask for a buyout and get it from the Blazers, and they knew that he was gonna be available. That's why they didn't pursue Clint Capella. That's why they didn't pursue Brook Lopez. Although this article says that Brook didn't want to go because LeBron was in there, blah blah blah. I call BS
Uh-huh.
on that, man.
No.
I call BS on that.
Yeah.
Even if that's the case, you still have Luka Doncic there, bro. Really?
Right.
You choose the Clippers over that? Really?
Yeah.
You choose the Clippers over Luka Doncic? Really?
Nah, you made a
No.
mistake, bro.
Look, I take this article with a grain of salt, given the
Yeah.
fact that Brian Windhorst and Ramona Shelburne do not have Lakers sources. Ramona
I've
Shelburne used
always
to
thought
have
though that Ramona's a primary Lakers source, but
used to be
apparently not.
used to be. So what happened there is, I believe that
Yeah.
she used to be Jeannie Buss's mouthpiece before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So most of the stuff she would report would come from Jeannie Buss.
Right.
But I read somewhere that that bridge has been burned.
Mm,
So I don't trust Ramona Shelburne when it comes to Lakers news.
mm,
But Brian Windhorst doesn't have Lakers sources too.
no.
He's more of a LeBron guy.
Right.
So I wouldn't trust most of what he says anyway. The only Lakers source I would trust would be Dave McMenamin and
No.
Shams. Really,
And
those are
Shams.
the only two ones. That's it. So as long as those two don't say anything, I really don't believe it.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's enough about that toxicity right here.